in his culturally and critically acclaimed series of Big Days Out. At this morning's weekly Big Day Out announcement press conference, Andy Wandy announced that the upcoming match against Fulham would be officially designated as stand in front of a seated pensioner Big Day Out. Anyone who is prepared to stand in front of a seated pensioner for the whole 90 minutes will be given everything that they deserve. More on this once we've worked out whether there's a game happening or not. Do you like I kept a straight face through Andy Wandy? That was really difficult.
I was doing this. You can contact us by punching yourself repeatedly in the face while shouting, "I want you to sit, but the seats were wet." Or alternatively, you can use more conventional methods. You can contact us on Facebook. I do it all the time. I do, yes. Too much. We're at facebook.com/the MooCamp. You can tweet us by using the hashtag the MooCamp during the show. Text 80085, but remember to start with your message, "Sit down, you fool, we can't see," and an apostrophe between in the can't, or else he won't reach us. Or you can text direct to the studio by the powers of modern technology. 07848 930396.
Thank you very much.
Oh, I've got some texts here on my phone. I've got one here. Kevin from Bath, he's texting to say that he would have sat down but didn't realise there were any people behind him as he was so wrapped up in the game. Dan from the Emirates has texted in to say that with all the loving for Spurs since Dele went there, we seem to have forgotten the whole no to MK thing. Can you take this opportunity to take the mick out of them a little bit? Well, you just have, Dan. Milton from Middleton has texted in to say that he doesn't like the rain. Liam has texted in to ask whether he's likely to be picked on if he goes to away matches.
Can I just say yes? I think you probably are, Liam.
I would have thought so, Liam.
This is one of those self-fulfilling prophecies. Yep. You, my friend, will be picked on.
And Carol from MK1 has texted in to say that the fans thought the linesman got it all wrong on Saturday.
He was terrible. Apparently. Terrible he was.
Terrible indeed.
Yeah.
Okay. Does anyone actually have a chant that they'd like to put out there?
I have one. I have one. Okay.
Do you want musical backing or should I?
No, it's okay. I did post this a little while ago, and basically it goes, "Welcome to the jungle. We've got lots of trees. We've got all the bark you want and no Dutch elm disease." Lisa liked that one. She gave me a like for that, so I'm very happy.
Excellent. I like that. Okay. Thank you very much. Yeah, let's get rid of that for a second. Oh, yeah, I know what we're doing. It must be time for this. We haven't decided who's going to do it yet, but...
The lexicon of chaff. Of chaff.
Any volunteers? If not, I'll
do it.
Uncle Paul's going to do it.
Uncle Paul's going to do it. We never recorded that. Somewhere we have to find, because the first time you said Uncle Paul, that was very disturbing.
It was, wasn't it? It's Uncle Paul again. I'm sitting here with my slippers on, resting on my poof, and it is time once again for the lexicon of chav. The part of the show where each week we educate you, yes you, the educated elite, into the ways of the feral underclass that seemingly run our planet. And now I know that Brando works the same place as I do. That is really good. By providing detailed translations of common street talk. This week, the phrase under scrutiny is gomdai. Common usage, you is going on and on, just gomdai. Definition, acronym for get off my dick about it. Stuart, I feel your constant preoccupation with this matter is out of all proportion to the seriousness of the issue. I really would appreciate if you would detest and release me from the continual pressure. Wildly and incorrectly believed to have originated from the classic 2004 hit film The Football Factory, its first recorded usage actually dates from the first edition of The Life of St. Teresa of Avila by herself, first published in 1565. I thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, this is just a very short feature that I don't think will last very long, but it depends on whether anyone joins in or not. This is called a punchline seeking a joke. Where did this come from? Was this you? Did you say something?
I don't know.
Someone said something to me somewhere. It might have been. I might have been on the coach. I don't know. But someone essentially said that sounds like a punchline seeking a joke, and I thought it was such a good idea. So we've actually got a punchline here, and you just need to tell us if you can think of the joke that goes with it. Punchline seeking a joke. The punchline this week is. And she turned to me and said, I thought you said a swan.
Way!
It's the franchise. It's the franchise.
Yes, indeed, Franchise Watch. And first of all, I've got a better idea. Let's use technology to get rid of MK Dons.
They aren't even a real club, franchise club-stealing tossers.
Thank you to these Brighton fans today for not forgiving or forgetting, and for winning Brighton Banner.
That was about the Brighton Banner thing. Brighton fans singing about a team from London.
MKD are a new club, creating Milton Keynes that used the death of a club to its advantage. Ooh.
Yeah, Franchise FC will never happen again.
Well, there you go. That's that sorted. Call it what you will. It's the Call it what you will. It's the brutal truth. WFC died. MKD were created. Capital called themselves Dons and pretended to be WFC.
Ooh. Why not call themselves MKFC, MK Rovers, MK United, etc.?
We should
use
do that.
the death of WFC to their advantage. That would be a good idea.
We should call ourselves MKFC, MK Rovers, MK United, etc.
United, etc.
Fantastic. No, it should be MKFC, MK Rovers, MK United, etc. Dons.
All of the above.
I've got to keep Dons in it, whatever happens.
The many recommendations were ignored by Winkleman. Putting Dons in the name wasn't recommended. Inconvenient facts.
The old Bathy. Plenty, a few dozen at best, compared to thousands going to Wimbledon. More inconvenient facts. That's a feature. We'll have a feature called More Inconvenient Facts. More
That's what
inconvenient
we'll
facts.
call that feature.
That's your one. More inconvenient
That's
facts.
the feature.
Excellent. God, this show writes itself sometimes.
Coming up,
Just
a
as
new
well.
feature. Well, I've lost now. Charlton, by the way, is getting destroyed by Franchise FC. They are as broken as my heart. That is brilliant.
I would love it if we made history against the MK Plastics today.
MK against modern football.
Now, I've seen that somewhere.
That was on a window. There was a
Sort of thing you see on a bridge.
yeah.
Excellent. MK Dons all booked, but still refuse to accept them as an actual football club.
It's just the most moronic
MK
thing.
Dons all booked.
He's booked to come along. This is a Fulham fan who's booked. He's got his ticket,
Right.
but he's desperate to point out that because he's coming along and giving us his money, he still doesn't accept us.
Right.
I don't know how we'll cope with that. I don't
I'll
know.
be about
Counselling will be available if this has affected you.
Signing a kid on loan from MK Franchise is about as bad as it gets. Hashtag OAFC.
Hashtag CAFC being mocked by MK franchise fans doesn't get any lower than that.
Over at the ground that shall not be named tonight, hashtag CAFC in need of a result and a performance tonight.
To be fair, MK Dons aren't even a real club, so that result doesn't even count. Hashtag CAFC. There's a pattern.
There's a pattern.
There is a
pattern,
pattern.
yeah.
Yes, yes.
Plastic Football Club.
Franchise Football Club, parasites.
The parasites that are McDons, the very thing that will kill football.
We know they are a Wimbledon in a town with no history. Get over it. We do not support them.
Well, MK Dons may have no soul.
SOLE.
S-O-L-E, eh? That must be why Lewington keeps tripping up all the time.
It's the kind one. We shouldn't be taking the mickey out of him, really. Sorry, Jeff.
Everybody has to start somewhere. I think a lot of the reasons that they get the bleep they do is the town they represent rather than the football team.
Sadly not.
No, you're wrong.
You can whine about not getting penalties, or you can focus on making your team not bleep.
That's pretty sensible, actually.
Yeah.
Personally thought they were by far and away the worst team I've seen at the Amex this season. Gutted when they took Carruthers off. He was hilarious.
Oh, that's not very nice, is it? Pathetic turnout.
Makes my blood boil watching people clap the franchise. Absolutely pathetic, Caps.
Anyone clapping MK Dons fans doesn't get what being a football supporter is all about.
Oh, there we go.
Yes. Okay, thanks to a few people, because there's a lot of people now helping out with this. To Scum Army, Dan MK Dons, Camden Paul, Carolyn, Matthew 2215. There's probably others. Let me know if I've missed you.
This is Lisa Lavelle. If you want a lazy Sunday, join me 4 till 5 on Set Close Sounds. I'll have music to soothe you, to groove you, and get you ready for your week ahead. 4 till 5, Sundays on Set Close Sounds, community radio for Milton Keynes.
Would anyone be surprised if I said we've done it again? and we've got so much more material. When I said earlier on, we've got nothing to talk about. I don't know how we're going to do this. And it's now 22, and we've got ages of stuff left, which is good, as you say. So you are listening to the MooCamp Radio Show on Set Close Sounds. Actually, now, before we do that, let's do it as it says on the script, shall we? I did this bit wrong before. Okay. International call-ups. Have we actually got anyone fit enough to get called up?
Yes, Churchy played today and they lost.
Oh, cool, okay.
I've seen that before I left.
Are these friendlies or proper ones? They're friendlies.
No, it's an under. He's the under 21s, isn't he?
Right.
Is it? Church. Who's a really bad one out of the three of them? Church.
Church or Gallagher or
Gallagher.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
As Church is a Welsh fella, isn't he?
He is, yeah.
No, he's been called up to this.
He's the proper
Welsh squad.
proper one, isn't he?
No, it's Gallagher. He played today in the England under 21s. I don't know who they were playing, but I know they didn't win. It was very close, according to someone on the internet. It was not always right.
According to someone on the internet. We can start everything with that sentence.
By research like that.
Yeah. According to someone on the internet. Yeah.
I don't know who else is.
Essentially, without Albia, we haven't got a clue of knowing actually anything about this.
I don't know who else in our squad is eligible to go international call-ups. I've no idea.
Ben Reeves. I presume is he still
cropped?
Unwell?
I think he's.
I don't know.
Yeah, all right. Well, look, if you're playing for a country this weekend, we love and respect you. We just can't remember
regardless of the sport.
Yeah.
It's all done and dusted, isn't it, really? I mean, everyone that's worthwhile going is going, aren't they? So,
yeah, exactly.
You know, Delhi's will be playing, won't he?
Deli
Ali.
Oh, Deli. Yes, I've heard of him. Yeah. Yes, he's full squad again, isn't he?
Yeah, he got man of the match.
My Spurs work colleague absolutely raves about him.
Yeah.
He said apparently Arsenal were after him as well. And we're very disappointed not to get him.
He was very, very, very good on Sunday against aforementioned Arsenal.
Yes. He was very, very good on Sunday, wasn't he? Man of the match,
yeah. Yeah, he did, yeah. He'll be playing, so he used to play for us, so that's good enough for me.
Yeah, can't argue with that.
That'll be it. I'm not a fan of international football. It's a lot of rubbish.
Says the Scot. Well, there's a thing, yeah.
Not even that fond of football, is it? Full stop.
Yeah, I know. There's always better things to do with your time, isn't there?
Yeah. Like moving on, for example, because we don't know anything about football.
You're listening to the MooCamp Radio Show on Set Close Sounds. And Set Close Sounds exists to bring people and communities together and to celebrate all that's best about the city. We produce a variety of music and speech programmes produced by local people, and we run by over 60 volunteers. There's always room for more, so if you've got a programme idea or a skill that you want to offer, then send an email to volunteers@setclosesounds.org. You can find out more about this show, the station, and other shows that we produce by visiting www.setclosesounds.org.
Coming up in the next section of this glorious excuse for a show.
This is what happens. If you don't speak, then he's just going to do it.
He jumps in.
Yeah, he just jumps in.
Anyway, coming up in the next section.
He's following the script.
Glorious excuse for a show. I'll be giving you one of my famous footy facts.
Move on.
Hopefully we might slip a few franchise watchers in, and we'll be going to Sportscast and all of those.
I was very drunk. You can contact us by identifying a second Earth in the vicinity of Beetlejuice, or alternatively you can use more conventional methods. You can contact us on Facebook. We're at facebook.com/TheMooCamp. You can tweet us by using the hashtag TheMooCamp during the show. Text 80085, but remember to start your message with liquid blah, blah, blah. I do that again. Liquid water, liquid lunch. That's what I had today. Or else it won't reach us. Or you can text direct to the studio on 07848 930396.
Thank you very much. Okay.
Right, what was doing that, me? I'm jumping in there.
Go on, you jump in.
Back to my good old self. Right, text and tweets. We've had one here from Doris Eiderdown again. She sent us another picture, and this time she's got a friend in it. Ooh. Well, I think it's a friend. It could be a pet. Doris, you're going to have to let us know what we're looking at there when you get a minute, dear. Simon from London says, "Come on, you Milton Keynes Dons." Thanks for that, Simon. Carol from MK1 has texted to say that the fans didn't agree with World War I or II, despite what some match officials would have you believe. Dan from the Emirates has texted in to say it's been ages since we mentioned that Spurs had the whole hashtag no to MK thing a very short while ago. And Lisa from Loughton has texted in to say, "Love you, Albie. Where have you gone?" Well, he's not here, Lisa, so...
Nah. Albie who? That's what we say these days.
Albie.
This just in, Carl Robbo Robinson today told a packed Stadium :MK press conference that he had developed a plan to get our boys the support that they deserve from match officials. Announcing the launch of crapofficials.com today, Crobbo explained that once he'd publicly ridiculed any official, they'd be pretty much guaranteed to give us every 50-50 ball from that point onwards. More on this once we've uncovered the flaw in this seemingly unsinkable idea.